$5,219 in 24 hours selling simple digital products using Claude AI. Let me go ahead and refresh the screen so you see it's real. My hands are up. I'm not cutting or editing anything, okay? So I'm going to show you how I did this step by step and how I got to this point with Facebook ads, okay? Now, before I got to Facebook ads, there were things that I did to get there. So I'm going to, briefly cover those things before I get to the Facebook ads portion so you kind of get a full understanding, okay? Also, my face cam cut off for a few minutes, so I do apologize if you wanted to keep seeing this beautiful face at the bottom right corner of your screen, but don't you worry, it will be back in a few minutes, so yeah. So without further ado, everything I show you in this video, it's just, what I do. It's my results. It doesn't mean it's magic just because you're going to watch this and, maybe try. So first thing first is you need to find the product that you're going to sell. I did that by going on PDF Trend Lab. And what PDF Trend Lab is you pretty much just come here and you click generate ideas. And what PDF Trend Lab will do is it'll find trending PDF guide ideas based on real search data, based on issues and problems people are searching to resolve right now online, on Google, Reddit, Twitter. It'll pull out all that data and say, hey, this is, the best idea to create a PDF guide about. And the reason why that is so important is because when you're selling a PDF guide, you want to sell emotional-based guides. People are not going to buy a PDF guide titled How to Brush Your Teeth because they already know how to brush their teeth. I'd hope so, right? So you want to make sure you're focusing on emotion, and that's where PDF Trend Lab steps in. And that's why literally it's the only thing I've been using the whole time I've been selling PDF guides. I just come here to niche. For this specific guide, I went to parenting and just click generate ideas. And in a few seconds, it'll literally pull data from the internet based on what people are searching for right now and give you the best ideas. Look at this. Do I need to say anything else? That's all I'm going to say. And I'll leave a link in the description and pinned comment of this video for you to try PDF Trend Lab if you're going to, do what I do or try to do what I do, with selling PDF guides. So yeah, there you have it. It'll give you a bunch of ideas based on what people are searching to resolve in real time. And you can save it. As you can see, I came here and this is the one that I chose right here, Sleep Solutions. And then I took it to Claude AI, okay, and literally told Claude, write me an entire PDF guide for the title, Parents Hate a Choppy Sleeper, and subtitle, How to Address Sleep Issues and Fix It for Good. Make it full of actionable steps based on real life experiences to help the potential buyer. Write it out, here in the chat. And literally, boom, the whole PDF guide written by Claude AI. Now, obviously, I always go through it to make sure it sounds good and it actually is something that could alleviate someone's problem and stress, even if it's just a little bit, right? Because you're not here trying to sell something that's going to change someone's life or whatever the case is. It's just, to help them out, okay? And for $9 to $27, which is typically the selling price, it's kind of a no-brainer why, this happened right here, because it's inexpensive and it's something that, people are not really going to have that many returns or issues with. As you can see from the 5,000, I only returned $125 out of the 5,000. So it's not really something that people think twice about when you're selling something between $9 and $27. You get what I'm saying? And for that price, they're not expecting something revolutionary or life-changing, but they're expecting something, right? And that's why using AI to create this, it's okay, okay? Don't let anyone tell you otherwise that it's not okay. So as you can see, Claude AI will write the whole thing for you, and then you just go on Canva, and literally all I did was I literally went on Unsplash. This is Unsplash right here. I typed in sleeping child, and you see this image right here? This is what I use for the cover. Now, Unsplash, they give you free copyright images, so you can obviously use it without having to pay a license fee or anything, right? So yeah, that's what I used to create the cover. Now, obviously, this is not the exact cover of my guide or the exact title, but it's extremely similar. The reason why I'm not obviously going to show it to you is so you don't steal it and, become like a literal competition. But this is the exact niche. This is the exact PDF. Let me remove this from here. This is the exact PDF idea that PDF Trend Lab gave me that I created my guide around, that did $5,219 in 24 hours. So it's still the same idea, the same one right here. All I did was I changed it to be shorter and more punchy, because obviously PDF Trend Lab will not give you, that punchy, title and subtitle. It'll give you something that you can use, and then you can even tell Claude AI, hey Claude, can you, rewrite this title and subtitle and make it more punchy and more catchy, so the potential customer can be drawn to it more emotionally, and then it'll give you something similar to this. I was just able to come up with something short and sweet because I've been marketing for over 10 years, so I kind of know how to do this already, you know what I'm saying, by heart. So once you use Claude to, create the PDF guide, and then you design it right here on Canva, pretty much, yeah, all you're gonna do is come here on Claude, and then you're just gonna copy. So let's go to the top. Yeah. So as you can see, the title, the introduction, the first page, you're gonna copy this right here, pretty much. You're gonna go on Canva, click add page, and you literally just, copy and paste, and you just drag it, design it, make it big or whatever. And everything I'm saying before I get to the Facebook ads portion, I will show you how to do it step by step in my full free course that I'll link right here or right here at the end of this video, so you can see how to use, AI, how to design using Canva, how to do everything actually step by step. Right now, I'm briefly covering it so you can just kind of understand what I did to get to the part where I used Facebook to then generate this in 24 hours, okay? So I'll link that video right here or right here. And for those of you guys that are like, why do you do this? Well, I just always wanted to be a YouTuber, man. Like a YouTuber with 100,000 subscribers, okay, that gets like 50,000 views per video. That'd be nice. That's just always been a dream of mine, okay? I clearly, obviously don't need to do this. I'm not selling you a course. I'm not selling you a mentorship. I'm literally just doing this so that I can fulfill one of my dreams of becoming like an actual YouTuber. And last video, we surpassed 100,000 views. So hopefully we can keep that momentum going. I'm giving you my playbook for free. All I ask is you like, subscribe, and comment letting me know your questions so I can help you further in the comments down below too. I respond to a lot of comments. But yeah, hopefully we can reach that goal of 100,000 subscribers soon. And hopefully we start getting 50,000 views per video on average. I know, wishful thinking, right? But hey, I don't know, last video it happened, so now I'm kind of spoiled. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So once you're done creating the PDF guide and designing everything, the next thing you want to do is obviously build your website. And I personally use Shopify, and I'll always say this, it's simply because Shopify, you can fully customize the website to make it a full experience for the potential customer. That will increase your conversion rate, in my opinion. As you can see, I had a 3.67 conversion rate. That's pretty high. You get what I'm saying? But I'll also tell you why, the conversion rate was this high, because with Facebook ads, I wasn't just doing code testing. If you watched the last video, you saw in the last 30 days, the store did 15,000, and I'm gonna get more into that here in a second, okay? So with that being said, yeah, so Shopify, you can create your whole website in a way that just makes the person more engaged with what you're selling. Does that make sense? If I were to sell this PDF guide right here on Etsy, I don't think it'll do the same, because one, you're competing with Etsy sellers that have, tens of thousands of reviews already. So your listing, it's not gonna pop. It's not gonna pop for the most part. And you can't customize it. Same thing with Gumroad. I'm not saying you can't do it, okay? What I'm saying is this is just what I use because of that reason. So everything I'm saying in this video, even PDF Trend Lab, Claude AI, Shopify, Canva, it's just what I use. You do not have to use any of them. If you can find another way to accomplish, creating this and marketing it, then do it. This is just what I do. Okay, I'm just sharing my experience with you guys. And if you want to try it out exactly like I do, then go ahead. If not, then do as you please. But yeah, so I use Shopify because you can fully customize it. And Shopify, thank you to you guys that have been watching my videos. Even before last video, they've given me, a link to give you guys, and using my link, you get Shopify for $1 for 3 whole months. As you can see that, $1. So use the link in the description and pin comment down below if you're going to be using Shopify as well. But now that we've talked about the whole, high find PDF guide ideas using PDF Trend Lab, link in description, how I use Claude AI to write the actual PDF guide. That one I don't have a link in the description yet. I'm working on it though, you know what I'm saying? And then how I use Unsplash to get my images copyright free, and then also using Canva. We've talked about all the, the steps to create and get your website live and everything. Now let's talk about how we generated this. But before we generated this last video, I showed that I did 15,000 in 30 days using influencers, okay? So typically my style of marketing is I like to start with influencers, right? So someone like this is what you call a YouTube influencer. I don't like using Instagrammers or TikTokers or any of that. YouTubers are the best, influencers, because when you come watch a YouTube video, look at this video. This video is 27 minutes long. You're gonna spend 27 minutes with someone on YouTube in one video. If you were watching TikTok, it'd take you like 200 videos. You get what I'm saying? Because TikTok's like 15 seconds. Does that make sense? Obviously, my math is off there, but I'm just giving you an example, right? So the reason why YouTube influencers work so well is simply because when you work with an influencer that gets 200,000 views in a video and you pay them upfront, or you do an affiliate deal, which is what I did to generate the 15,000 in the last 30 days before I, then scaled to 5,000 in one day, right? So all I did was reach out to an influencer in my niche. As you can see, 5 parenting rules that changed everything, no more yelling. Now, this is obviously not the exact influencer I used for obvious reasons. I don't want you guys going to, watch their video, look at my exact guide, my website URL, and mess up my whole Facebook ads, and then this goes down to 0. Because if I show you guys the website and everything, guess what's gonna happen with Facebook? Facebook will start showing you my ads, and then when Facebook shows you my ads, guess what? You ain't a parent, all right? You probably ain't a parent, right? So then, are you going to buy my guide and become, a ideal customer? No. So if you see it, then my Facebook ads will mess up and this will go away. So I'm not gonna show you guys those things for obviously those reasons, okay? So all I did to get there to the Facebook part was reach out to an influencer in my niche that makes videos and gets good views. I paid them $700 and also a 15% affiliate commission. You get what I'm saying? So that worked. And then because we got so many people to the website, over 1,000, obviously, guess what happened? Now, this is where things got fun, okay? Grab your pens and papers, and also if you want me to go more in depth of like what I'm going to show you here, if you don't understand it, or if you don't understand anything in general, like I said, I'll leave a link, I'll link a course right here at the end of this video, right? It'll show you everything I do step by step, how I push every single button, okay? It's a 3+ hour video. But if something in this video is not like, if you don't get it, just comment, okay? And I'll respond to as many comments as possible to answer your questions, okay? So with Facebook, all I did was, you see this right here, right? This is called a pixel, okay? If you don't know what a pixel is, it's what you put on your Shopify store. So that way Facebook, tracks what people are going on your website, viewing your products, adding to cart, initiating checkout, and purchasing, okay? So when Facebook is collecting that data, your pixel, this right here, it gets warmer and warmer and warmer, okay? So what that means is, instead of going on Facebook ads and then showing my ads to, a random Jeff, John Doe, in Utah, it'll show it to literal, the same kind of person, the same kind of parent that had this same type of issue that purchased this. If I tell Facebook to do that, based on the data it tracked using my pixel. Does that make sense? If it doesn't, like I said, comment, just write down your questions and comment it all. I will reply to as many as possible, okay? Now, once again, this is obviously not the Facebook ad account I used for obvious reasons, because I don't want you guys fucking up my pixel and everything that I'm doing to build, you know what I'm saying, this business that's gonna be a 6-figure business in a month. Just keep watching and subscribe to the channel and you'll see that. But yeah, so all I did was use the pixel data to show my ads for this PDF guide right here to people that looked like the people that purchased from the influencer ad that I did. Okay, so when the influencer posted my, ad in their video, within the video, so if the video at this point got, over 100,000 views, obviously people are clicking through to my website, thousands of people, because people, like I said, they engage with YouTubers more than any other influencer, in my opinion. That's just what I think, and that's what my marketing experience has told me in the past 10 years. So that's why I specifically use YouTubers, okay? So simply, all the traffic I was getting from here and all the sales I was getting from here on YouTube, Facebook knew what those people looked like. And then this is where it got fun, okay? You go on your Facebook ads account, right? And then you go right here to all tools, and then you click audiences, and then it'll take you right here, okay? Here's what I did. Pay attention. This is where it gets really, really sweet, okay? Once again, like, subscribe if you're new here. I'm gonna keep making these videos and making everything free. I'm never gonna sell you a course, a mentorship, or any of that bullshit, okay? I just want you to subscribe and get me 100,000 subscribers so I can get AdSense revenue, so I can get sponsored by Facebook. You get what I'm saying? That'd be fun. That's my dream. I don't know. What's your dream? Let me know your dream in the comments down below. But anyway, yeah, all I did was then I came here, create a custom audience. So what this means is I'm gonna click website, click next, and then as you can see, this right here, new final pixel, right? That is the same. That was right here, right? So this ID is on my Shopify store, right? It's tracking what every customer or potential customer is doing. So what I then did was I then came here, right? And then I left it at all website visitors, right? But I did a couple of these. So you can do all website visitors, and then I did page view, and then I did view content, and then I did add to cart, okay? So I did all these separately, okay? And then I did it so let's just do add to cart, for example, right? So I did that in the span of 180 days, just so it's far back enough, right? And then all I did was name it ATC 180 days, okay? So maybe every 30, 60, 90 days, I'll create a new batch, to do what I'm gonna do. But you necessarily don't need to, but the bigger and more data you get, the warmer the traffic is going to be, with your Facebook ads, right? So for example, this is what I did, okay? I did this, click create, right? So now Facebook is going to create, all the people that added to cart on my Shopify store that was tracked using my pixel, okay? So when it does that, you're not gonna do anything just yet. Maybe I'll save that part for another video where I talk about retargeting ads, because the return on ad spend on retargeting ads, your return, oh my God, it's like insane, okay? But we're not gonna talk about that in this video. I'll do that in another video, right? So now the reason why I created the add to cart custom audience is because I'm now going to create something called a look-alike audience. What does it mean? Reach people similar to your custom audience. So literally, Facebook is going to create millions, okay? Not 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, no, millions of people that look exactly like the people that added to cart, viewed my page, initiated checkout, purchased based on, every event that I create a custom audience about. They'll create a lookalike audience, okay? And you just come here, I do 5, And then, because, the higher it is, the less, warm it is, right? And I always found in the past 10 years of running Facebook ads that 5 is a good, it's a good place to be. And then you're just going to click create. And then when you're making your Facebook ads, instead of literally targeting like, a cold audience, like if for this guide, typically I would go here, right? On Facebook, click create, do sales. And then let's just call it parents. Click next. So usually what I would do when I'm, targeting, cold audience, right? Which is something I don't really do anymore. I will come here, click show controls, so settings, boom, boom, detailed targeting. I would come here and click parents with children, let's just do 3 to 5, right? So now my ads will be shown to people that meet this. But screw that. I don't want to do that because this is all cold audience, right? So my conversion rate will not be 3.67. It won't be this high if I'm just targeting a cold audience. That's why I created lookalike audiences based off the data I was getting from the influencer, the YouTuber ad that was posted, in their video, in the segment of their video, right? So when you do that, instead of, showing your ads to people like that, you can come here to custom audiences, and then you can, target this right here. Lookalike audience 3 to 4%, lookalike audience 2 to 3%. Obviously, 1% is the hottest one, but as you can see, this is going to generate millions of people. It's not just gonna generate 5,000 people, like I said. The lookalike audiences, they're all reaching millions of potential people based on your ad budget. You get what I'm saying? So boom, you do that. You create using lookalike audiences. As you can see, it's already right here. You can select it, for one ad set, and then typically, boom, 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 name your ad set, exactly what you're targeting, so you know what's working. And they might, step-by-step course that I'll link right here or right here. I also show how to do Facebook ads step-by-step. So that way this video is not 10,000 hours long. There's a reason why that video I will link right here is 3 hours long, right? But that's exactly what I did to go ahead and achieve the 5,000 in 24 hours. And for those of you guys that are asking, how much did you spend on the ads? How much did you spend on the ads? Well, I'll answer that question in the comments down below. So if you want to know, comment it down below and I'll answer that question. But here's the step-by-step free course. Go watch it if you want to see how to do everything that I just mentioned in this video step by step. But yeah, peace.